titled The Glorious Victory Over Ice Growth. And she has to just move another prop out of the way. And yeah, she's bringing her prop on in a moment. Some people are very interested to see what it is. Please give Daniëlle a very warm round of applause.
So as it's wintertime, we may enjoy ice skating or building a snowman. Luckily, we can keep ourselves warm. But what if we could not find shelter against the frost? What if it was always winter? Now, picture yourself in a mysterious countryside villa. There, you step into an old wardrobe, like this one. And suddenly you find yourself in the magical land of Narnia. And you notice that something is terribly wrong in Narnia because it is always winter there, as the evil white witch is ruling. But there is hope, because there's a great and mighty lion on the move who has the power to defeat the evil white witch and let spring return to Narnia. Now, something almost equally magical is happening in the ocean waters of our own world, because many fish can survive in freezing cold waters because they have a secret weapon, an army of ice stickers. Now, how does that work? When a tiny ice crystal is just formed, it may look something like this, but then about 10,000 times smaller. And the ice stickers, they act like tiny, smart soldiers in service of the great lion of Narnia. They rush to the ice and stick themselves to it. Now, these ice stickers are only able to bind to the side of the crystal, so the ice may continue to grow at the top and bottom. But as more and more of these soldiers are sticking, they're able to reshape the ice crystal so that the growing parts become smaller and smaller. And in the end, the whole ice crystal will be covered. And once that happens, the ice cannot grow further, which means that the lions have won. And so you notice that although the ice stickers do not stop ice growth right away, they do stop small ice crystals from becoming large and dangerous chunks of ice. And in doing so, they protect the fish in the ocean waters against freezing to death. And that's not just cool to know about, because ice stickers can also help all of us to win our own battles against ice. They may protect our buildings against damaging frost. They may keep our food tasty after coming from the freezer. And they may even help us store precious donor organs safely in the cold, until those organs can save human lives. All of that and more may be possible if we know exactly how these lion-like ice stickers from nature do their job. When ice stickers, and then we can weave a little Narnian magic into our own lives with the creation of our very own ice stickers. And when ice stickers keep us safe in the cold, we can fully enjoy the wonders of winter until the warmth of spring finally returns. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Daniëlle, for the presentation. I'll go to Marguerite first with the microphone.
Thank you.
For the first question.
Thank you. So it's a kind of biomimicry. How do you analyze the workings of those ice patches, so to speak, and can we outperform nature?
So exactly how the mechanism of how these particles bind to the ice, you mean?
Yeah, how do you analyze
So these are
the
proteins from nature. And you can imagine that when liquid water turns into ice, the water molecules adopt a very specific pattern. And that pattern can be recognized by these little lions. Think, for example, of what are their paws? What are they made of? How many paws do they have? And exactly how can we match those patterns? So the idea is that we study exactly how they work, and in the end we might be able to optimize their design for specific applications.
Thank you for the question, Marguerite. Callum.
Yeah, so because we're talking about ice, I'm going to start with a terrible joke and say that this was a very cool pitch to give.
Thanks.
Boo.
So I was wondering about what these stickers are made of, because when I hear about, some sort of particle that can prevent ice growth. Is this similar to, say, salting roads?
Yeah, in a way that's similar, and in a way it's not similar, because these are biological proteins that have a very specific interaction with the ice. And when you're salting the road, that also prevents the formation of ice, but you need way more material to prevent the growth of ice, because the salt does not interact with the surface. But when you have just a lot of salt in the solution, it prevents water molecules from assembling into ice.
Thank you.
So you need way less of these proteins than you would need of salt.
Thanks.
Thank you, Callum. We do have time for one more question to go to Barbara. But before you ask the question, I'd like Bram to get mic'd up because he is going to be next.
I have a practical question. So you mentioned that your application can be for organ donors, but if it is for something else, like for the buildings, for example, can this be cycled, that the ice melts and then it goes back? Are the lions there still there?
Yeah, that's the idea, that it's can last for a longer period of time. But we have to test that, of course. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, jury, for the questions. And thank you very much to Daniëlle for her pitch. Let's give Daniëlle a warm round of applause. And we'll give you a moment just to get everything packed up. We have got our results, and the jury are back. I won't do the usual thing about asking the jury how difficult it was and all the deliberation. We're just going to jump straight into the results. So let's get into the results. So the first award I'm going to give out is the award that was decided by the people in this room. So we have 3 awards, and that is the jury first place, jury second place, and the audience winner. So we are going to start with the audience winner. And what's going to happen is the audience winner is going to come up here, and they'll get a giant novelty check, and I'll bring one of the jury members up, and I'll stand into the photo as well, because it's nice for me to be in the photos too. Right. I'm going to go check the names, because I want to make sure I don't read out anyone that shouldn't be read out. Okay, I can see those names, and there we have the public winner or audience winner. So the winner of the audience award, as voted by everyone in this room, is Daniëlle. Daniëlle, I have a very nice check for you. So let's hand you this. I'll invite Marguerite van Heide to come up here as well. And we'll do a photograph, and we're going to position ourselves subject to Bart's requirements. Let's look at what Bart says. Just let me put down this. I'll get you to hold that with 2 hands. There you go. And we're looking at Bart. Is this okay? Yeah. Yeah. All good? Yeah. Congratulations, Daniëlle. Give Daniëlle. You can take your seats. Right, so let's move on.